Well, Chris, Southworth is the Secretary-General of the International Chamber of Commerce here in the UK, and he told us earlier that countries shouldn't overreact to the new tariffs.
We haven't seen tariffs at this scale since the 1930s. And whilst the US is a major economic superpower in its own right as an economy, it no longer has that market power in the global trading system. It only represents 13% of global trade. So yes, it can disrupt the rest of the system, but actually it can't dismantle the system. And that's really important. So we're not necessarily talking here about a systemic crisis. This is now all about how other countries and blocs react. And we're advocating strongly that countries don't overreact. We do this in a measured, calm way, because obviously the more overreaction there is, the more the trade war escalates, and then it becomes harder and harder to unwind it.
Chris, I just want to look at how Donald Trump got here and how the official methodology that was used. And we're going to bring that up on our screens right now. The formula that was used by Donald Trump, if we can just take a look at that, and there it is. What does this formula even mean? And is the 10% a fair reflection of how the UK and the US trade?
No. I don't know anyone who understands the formula. It certainly makes no sense to me. But what they basically seem to have done is divide trade deficit by exports to the USA. You know, we don't have a tariff of 10% with the US. We actually have a very flat relationship. So I think they've sort of bundled a bunch of figures together and then sort of come up with a sort of calculation of what they think they're being tariffed. But, you know, in our case, Trump is talking about VAT. VAT's got nothing to do with trade. That's part of national tax policy. The UK is not going to change national tax policy based on a negotiation with the US, clearly.